Hello, Apple Valley Knights. Welcome to Apple Valley Middle School. My name is Peggy Marshall and I am your school principal. I'm going to share some important information for our incoming 6th graders and then any new 7th or 8th graders who are just joining us in the Valley. Our vision at Apple Valley Middle School is to leave a legacy of greatness by empowering each other to lead, learn, and serve in our local and global communities. We can accomplish this vision by focusing on our daily mission. And that mission means to believe that each of us has the potential for success, hold each other to high expectations that lead to success, work together to achieve success, foster strong relationships as we achieve success, and take ownership of our success. Our core values at Apple Valley Middle School follow the acronym AVMS. A is for accountability. Knights focus on results by taking ownership of our academic learning and behavior expectations. Knights show valor by practicing kindness, nobility, inquiry, generosity, humility, tenacity, and service in our community. Knights are motivated to lead, learn, and serve in our local and global communities. And Knights focus on providing a safe haven by taking pride in our school by keeping it safe, orderly, and clean. Our daily pledge that we recite every day is very short, simple, but powerful. I can lead, I can learn, I can serve, I own my success. Our school motto that we often chant is, "We are the Knights, own it," because we truly want our Knights to take ownership of their success, and we will work together to help them. This year our school theme is to lead with Knight pride. And the reason we chose this as our theme is we are embarking on a leadership journey this year at Apple Valley. 4 out of our 5 feeder elementary schools are Leader in Me schools. And our high school, North Henderson, is also a Leader in Me school. So it's time for Apple Valley to join with our partner schools and become a leadership school as well. So our focus this year is to lead with Knight pride. Our administrative team is made up of me, Miss Marshall, and I'm on the left. I primarily work with school culture, school improvement, staff evaluations, and communication. Mr. McKenzie in the middle works with athletics, transportation, lockers, and facilities. Miss Davis on the right works with scheduling, school safety, testing, and tier process. And then as a team, we work together on discipline, supervision, parent meetings, IEPs, and student support. We have an amazing student support team at Apple Valley Middle School. Miss Woody and Miss Johnson are our school counselors, and Miss Clayton is our school social worker. So please don't be afraid to reach out to them if your child is struggling, or if they need some extra support, or if you just have some questions about helping make their journey at Apple Valley more successful. Apple Valley student schedules are based on the team concept. There are 4 teams in the 6th grade. We have Team Brave, Team Courage, Team Loyal, and Team Valiant. Teams allow our teachers to work together with the same students to better address their needs. We have an 85-minute block schedule, and what that includes is 4 core classes and 2 exploratory classes a semester. Our teams this year are Team Brave, Team Courage, Team Loyal, and Team Valiant, and you'll get to meet these teachers during our orientation time. Student exploratory schedules include a variety of different options. Students will all take PE, and that PE class is all year long. If they are enrolled in band or orchestra or reading support, those classes also are all year long. Reading, however, a student can place out of at any point during the school year and then be placed in other exploratory options, which include life skills, computer keyboarding, STEM, art, Spanish, or general music. Our teachers in the exploratory department include Miss Turlington for orchestra, Mr. Summers for band. Miss Marsh is general music, but she is split between North Henderson and Apple Valley, so she spends part of the day with us and part of the day with them. We also have Miss Martin, who teaches Spanish, Miss Lightfoot, Life Skills, Miss Franklin, CTE, which is Career Technical Education, Mrs. Reynolds, Computer Technology and Keyboarding, Miss Northrop, Art, and our PE and Health Department include Miss Beasley, Mr. Korn, Miss Reimer, Mr. Sell, and Mr. Wright. Let's talk a little bit about accountability and how to help your child be a successful middle school student. Assignments may be written in your child's agenda, so check your child's agenda daily. Most teachers also use Google Classroom. Use the teacher's websites and team calendars as well. Request help if your child needs it. And get your child to school each day by 7:45. Yes, the school day starts at 8, but the earlier they arrive, the better for them. They can get to their lockers, get settled, get to class on time, and start the day well. And also get involved. Many middle schoolers will tell their parents that they don't want them to come to school, but we invite you to participate and to volunteer. Another way to help your student be successful is providing a routine time and space for schoolwork at home. And then reinforcing Apple Valley's emphasis on self-discipline, responsibility, and organization. And as always, partner with your child's teachers by checking the agendas, requesting conferences, or asking for extra support or tutoring when needed. There are many ways that we communicate with families. PowerSchool Parent Module is very critical if you want to keep a daily or even an hourly check on your students' grades. We also have much information posted on the Apple Valley website. I also use Facebook and Twitter, so you might want to follow us. School messenger calls are sent out frequently. And once again, teacher websites and team calendars can also be very helpful. I also recommend emailing your child's teacher because that's a quick, easy way to get a response. They generally check their email during their planning time or before and after school. Let's talk a little bit about policies and procedures. First of all, checking in and picking up. Students are supervised from 7:25 a.m. to 3:25 p.m. Students are considered tardy if they enter the building after 8 o'clock a.m. or leave before 3 o'clock p.m. A parent or approved person must sign in or sign out students. Students are only released to authorized persons who present themselves at the front desk with acceptable identification. Even if we know you, we may request that you present your license or an acceptable form of ID, just so that we can be consistent across the board. Please remain in the office until your child arrives. Cars are not allowed in the bus or faculty parking lots or in the lot to the right of the school drive. We cannot give out student information by phone, so please respect that, and if you need a copy of your child's records, come in and request it face-to-face. We do have a computerized system for student safety, and it takes a picture of the person picking up the student. We request that visitors sign in, and it will actually print out a badge with your picture on the badge, and you have to wear that if you're walking through the school building. It also prints out a tardy pass for students when they check in after 8 o'clock a.m. Our general promotion standards include that students must pass 3 out of 4 core classes. They must pass their end-of-grade test and meet the attendance requirements. A promotion review panel is held at the end of the school year for any student that's missing one of those promotion standards. They make a recommendation for either promotion or retention to the principal, but the principal makes the final decision. That final decision might require summer school or retest, or in the case of attendance, it could require making up that time. Our attendance policy at the middle school is 14 days. Once a child exceeds 14 days, then they would be requested to make up some of that time. It could also result in a DJJ referral or retention. As a general rule, we do print out monthly reports, and if we see that there is a pattern of absences or we're concerned about a student's absences, we may request a parent conference, and our student or our school-wide attendance counselor and our school counselors and social worker might also be present at those meetings. Please always send notes when your child is absent or tardy. According to state law, those are required. Absences cannot be waived, however, so even if a child brings a note in or makes up the time, the absence will still be an absence in PowerSchool. What it will help your student with is if they get into the position where they have to go to the promotion review panel because they've exceeded 14 school days, then we have evidence that they attempted to make up the time or that they had valid reasons for being absent. Your child will receive a student agenda which outlines school rules and procedures. That agenda The cost of that agenda, along with the locker fee, is $10 that we request of every student. The Henderson County Public School Student Code of Conduct is available online as well. A note will be going home the first week of school that will tell you how to access that code of conduct. We have a new electronic device policy at Apple Valley. Cell phones and electronic devices must be off and away during the school day. What that means is students must store them in their lockers from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. We are not responsible for lost or stolen electronic devices. If electronic devices are used inappropriately during the school day, they will be confiscated and parents will have to pick them up from the school office. Repeated violations could result in ISS or loss of electronic device privileges. So please help us out with this new policy. Our goal is to teach your students and help them be successful in class, and oftentimes those electronic devices become distractions. We do have technology available for every student, and so they will have access to laptops and Chromebooks during the school day, but they will not need their phone. If they do need their phone for emergency reasons, we will ask for them to go up and use the school phone in the office. We do request that our students dress for success, and that means that shorts and skirts must be an appropriate length. So as a general rule, if you stand and put your arms to your side, if your fingertips touch skin, then those items are too short. We also ask that clothing not reveal underwear or cleavage, and that clothing not be excessively baggy, short, or tight. We do allow leggings at Apple Valley, but they must be worn with long shirts or dresses. Pants must be worn at or reasonably close to the waist. Once again, we do not want to see underwear. And no holes above the knees that reveal skin. If your child has jeans or pants that have holes above the knees, we ask that they wear leggings or tights underneath so that we cannot see the skin. Also, any clothing or personal items that advertise alcohol, drugs, or tobacco products or have obscene, suggestive, or questionable printing is prohibited. Hats, bandanas, sunglasses, bare midriffs, halter tops, spaghetti straps, mini skirts, tank tops, cutoff tops, see-through clothing, pajamas, and gloves are prohibited unless we have a spirit day and we specifically allow those items on a particular day. The school administration will determine the appropriateness of questionable clothing, and we ask oftentimes for students to go to the office and change into sweatpants and t-shirts. We do not want them calling home to interrupt you and your schedule or asking to go home, because our primary goal is to have them at school learning. Let's talk a little bit about your sixth graders' daily schedule. We begin each day with a lead time, which is basically homeroom, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. Our sixth grade students have 3 core classes a day, and it could be that they have, for example, English Language Arts for Core 1, and then they go to Exploratory 1 after that, which could be PE. Then they get a second exploratory option, which could be art, general music, Spanish, whatever they are randomly assigned to. Then they leave exploratory and go to their Core 2, which could become math. Then they have lunch, and finally Core 3, which is on an A-day, B-day rotation of science and social studies. So basically, every single day they have English Language Arts, math, and 2 exploratories, and then every other day, science and social studies. Let's talk a little bit about lead time. Since we are embarking on the leadership journey this year, from 8 o'clock to 8:25 every day is our essential lead time, and we have a daily focus each day. On Monday, it's called Lead Day, where we have class meetings to get to know our students and build those positive relationships, which is part of our daily mission. We also might have circle time, where questions are asked from the Student Learning Action Team. It may be where we seek input from students about making decisions about their school and what they want to see changed, or what they want to see adjusted, or maybe something brand new they want to see added. Day 2 is a direct instruction day with student journals. These lessons are centered around the 7 habits of happy teenagers and character education. Day 3, which is Wednesday, is our Learn Day, and our teachers work with our students on that day to look at grades and attendance in Power School and make sure that they are on track and learning and taking ownership. We also might review North Carolina check-ins or the North Carolina final data during that time. And then we help our students set personal and academic goals and then monitor their progress toward these goals. On Thursday is another direct instruction day where we continue to have lessons centered around the 7 habits and character education. And then finally on Friday is our serve day, and this is something we're very proud of. We want to empower our students to lead, learn, and serve. So every lead homeroom will have a service project either within the school or the community to focus on each week, because we want to teach our kids to be great citizens and give back to others. So here's a little bit of information about the cafeteria. If your child was on free or reduced lunch status last school year, that status will continue for the first 10 days of school. However, a new application must be completed for this school year, and those applications are online. If you prefer a paper copy, they're available as well. The cost for breakfast is $1. Reduced cost for breakfast is free. The cost for lunch is $2.65, with the reduced cost being $40. A mega meal is $3.10. We also offer extra milk at 50 cents, and sometimes there's extra items that students can purchase as well. We have a charge policy that says that students cannot charge past $10. They cannot exceed $10. If they get close to that or exceed that, you'll receive a notification from the school cafeteria. Don't forget that lunch payments can be made online through our website, or you can always send in cash or a check with your child. Apple Valley Middle School has over 900 students. In fact, we're about at 960 right now with 5 custodians. That's a lot of students in one school in one area. So we really strive to teach our students that cleanliness is everyone's responsibility, not just the custodians. So we expect our students to help us clean the lunch tables, sweep the lunchroom, clean desks and whiteboards, collect the recyclables, pick up trash in hallways and classrooms, clean up after themselves, and please remind your students that there's no gum in the halls or common areas. Sometimes our classroom teachers do allow gum within their classroom walls, but not in the school common areas or the hallways. Every student will get a locker. Like I said, we do charge a $10 locker and agenda fee. If students have problems with their lockers, their teachers can help them. The lockers are places for them to keep their personal items such as coats, cell phones, purses, and book bags. And like I said, the locker rental fee is included in the cost along with the agenda fee. Those lockers will be assigned by Core 1, and during that time students will be given opportunities to practicing open them. So what about the bus? You can receive bus information today by going to the gym. There will be bus drivers and Mr. McKenzie available. Teachers and administrators are on duty to help your student catch the bus home. Students are only allowed to ride their assigned bus to and from school unless they bring a signed note from you to the office the morning of the change. And that change has to be approved by Mr. McKenzie because he has to monitor how many students are riding the bus and if there's enough space available. Car riders are dismissed at 3 o'clock each day and should come straight out to the car rider circle. If your child does not come out in a timely manner, we may ask that you pull over to the staff parking lot and then come into the front office and wait for them. So it's important that you encourage them to be out there on time and watching for your car to arrive. Our 6th graders are eligible to play sports, every sport except football. Mr. McKenzie will be sharing a little information about that and also our sponsorship program. We do request sponsorships of our community members. They can seek to put a flag or a banner in the gym at a minimal cost to advertise their business, and it helps our athletic programs. Other information that we want to share is we are trying something brand new at Apple Valley by doing a no-sale school fundraiser. And we are going to ask every student to seek sponsorships from within their families or their next door neighbors, but we want to refrain from asking them to sell candy or other items because sometimes that could be harmful or unsafe. So we're going to try this new policy, and you'll be hearing more about this fundraiser in the month of September. We are also requiring PE uniforms this year at $20. Your student will receive a t-shirt and gym shorts, and they'll be expected to dress out every day. Like I said, I do frequent school messenger phone calls. I try to send those calls between 5:30 and 8:30. It is so essential that you make sure that your phone numbers are updated in PowerSchool so that you receive these messages. And finally, that PowerSchool parent module is so important if you want daily alerts on your students' grades, or if you want to check for missing assignments or their attendance. If you need login information, please call Holly Wolf in the front office. She'll also be available in the gym or in the commons area to give you that information on our orientation day. We do have an Apple Valley Health Center, but your child has to have permission to be seen there. So permission forms will be sent out with every student at the beginning of the year, and once you're signed up, your child can go there for triage services. They can have their sports physical taken care of there, and even shots or immunizations like Tdap. There is a nurse practitioner, dietitian, registered nurse, and mental health counselor on staff weekly at the health center. Students may not have any type of medication with them while at school. If your child needs medication during the school day, please pick up a medication form and have your doctor complete it. Medication must be brought in by the parent and checked into the office. If the child has permission to be seen by the health center, the medical staff there may administer it. For example, they give Tylenol and ibuprofen, but the actual medication prescribed outside of the clinic by a doctor must be administered in the front office, and our school nurse monitors that. There will be a student fair in the gym today, so be sure that you look for bus information, exploratory. Teachers will be there to meet you and talk about their programs. The PE department will be represented, and you can purchase gym uniforms. The health center will be represented, the school nurse, and also PowerSchool. I'd like to thank Dr. Joe Farah for supporting Apple Valley every single year. He donates gym bags for our students, and we're thankful for that. We also have a new sponsor this year, Dr. Edney's office, who's giving every student notebooks that they can use in class. So thank you to those two doctors in Henderson County. As I end, please know that we are a family here at Apple Valley, and we do strive to find success in everything we do, and we truly do want to empower every single student to find success. And the only way we can do that is by working together. So thank you for supporting us and trusting us in the education of your children. We are the Knights. Own it.